Hello everyone, Lavender Mama, back again once in Timberborn. And at the end of the last episode, we had just gotten through our first drought and gotten our water back. So we are in cycle 2, day 3. We are paused right now, and I just wanted to take a peek at what we had been working on and what we're going to try and work on today. So ending that drought, we only have 79 water left. So I think we need to work on getting to some better water storage. And that requires gears. So I think we're going to have to work towards getting a gear workshop, which means that we're going to have to do something about our power situation. Now, we're using the little beaver wheel right now, but we do have some other options. We have some wind power, and we also have water wheels. Now, water wheels are a little bit more reliable, as in whenever water or bad water is running, they're good to go. Windmills, they can be a little bit more iffy. I tend to use those as kind of like backup power for during droughts. But even then, you can run out of power. We do have access at some point to a gravity battery, which can store the power created either by beavers or wind or water, and store that up until you have a time when you don't have that. But it requires you need to be high in order to store the most amount of power, because the weight goes down and you lose your power as it goes down. That's how it stores it. Okay, so I think we're probably gonna go with some water wheels today and set up a rudimentary power area down here. That's one thing we need to work on. Second thing we need to work on is we need to increase the types of food that our beavers get, and then that can help increase our well-being. Every point our well-being goes up, the harder our beavers work. So we want to get in some well-being items today, whether it be through another food source or some decoration, statues, trees, that sort of thing. But we have some other things we can use. And we also need to start working on our beginner bad tide defense. We are going to have a bad tide. We can't get over that. That's coming. Since we're only in cycle 2, we probably have until somewhere around cycle 5, I think it is, before we'll get a bad tide. So we have some time, but we do need to start thinking about it. And that means not only how do we get the bad water away from our crops and tree farm so that it doesn't kill them, and how much food and water we have stored so we can survive the bad tide, so our poor beavers can eat and drink during that time and still be happy. Okay, so I think we've got a couple of things to work on here. For the power wheels, we don't need anything more than logs, which right now we're running in a huge deficit. We don't have anything right now. We do have pines that are up and coming here. We do have some trees over here and here, these ones as well, that can work. But I want to get some more dams in down here to hold some more water up here so this stays more hydrated. I'd like to move our tree farm to up in here if possible, but it also could over time end up here if we could flood this. So we've got some things to look forward to. We're still super early days, so we can't think too far ahead, but we do need to be thinking about some things that we're working towards. And for today, that's going to be some better or more water storage, damming up some more water so that we stay hydrated in our croplands longer, and getting in some sort of rudimentary bad tide defense. Okay, so let's start with getting some more food set up down in here. We'll also plunk in some water wheels for them to do, and in doing that, I think we're probably going to unlock a couple of suspension bridges. Let's see here, how much we don't need any science for the water wheel. what's the other thing that I was just talking about? We need the big water tank. That needs gears, so we can't do that quite yet. We do need the gear workshop, which is 100. Okay, and it's going to cost us 15 logs and 25 planks. So we're going to have to get our plank maker up and running. So I think the first thing we need to do, get in a few water wheels. Once we've got water wheels in, then we've got a little better handle on what we can do power-wise. So in order to do that, I want to get in a couple of bridges here. And I think I want, if we line our road up here, my roads are all wonky and it's driving me crazy. So we're probably gonna move some roads around here. I don't like the fact that we don't have a road straight down here from the door of our district center. And it's kind of driving me wonky. In this one too. So we might move things around as we're replanting fields and stuff like that. So it happens. You start off and you're just like, okay, I need this. And you get going with it. All right, so what bridge do we need? If we take our little, I like to do it with these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5. So let's do, it's 400 for the, we don't have enough right now. Okay, so we're going to use the easy method. We're going to get some stairs. They only cost us 70 science. We'll put those in there. Okay. And then we will go ahead and we will make a path down like this. Oops, that was a little too far. Let's get rid of some of that. Because we're going to put water wheels in here. We can fit quite a few. And at this point, with the what bad water defense we're coming up with. Oh, you know what? We should start them running too, because they can be chopping these trees while we do this and getting our water started. So as I was saying, the bad water defense is going to be for right now some floodgates in here, and we're going to shunt the bad water this direction. That'll leave this area over here untouched by bad water. And if we can get some crops planted up here, then that would mean that we can kind of protect some things. But it's going to require another farmhouse for that. So there we go. We'll do 1, 2. Looks like we'll be able to fit 4 in there. This one's not going to do very well, but we'll put it in. Being so close to that corner, is not going to serve that particular wheel well. And then this one over here, I think we're not going to put that one in quite yet. All right, so I actually want to put that stuff, all of our industrial stuff over here. And once again, this is probably kind of a temporary setup until we get something a little bit more powerful. But we need to get up on the other side now. And we're going to have to be careful and remember to take out the stairs. Let's go ahead and... Oh, they're already working pretty hard on that. We'll put in a what's termed to be a beaver bridge. It helps us with their well-being, that they get wet fur by running over the water. So we can do that. If we get those in, we don't have anyone sitting here. You don't have anything to do. Go find something else to do. Let's go ahead and put him in the district center to be a builder for right now. We're going to need to get a few more log choppers and some storage over here. Lumberjacks. They're called lumberjacks. Yes. I can speak. No. Wrong button. Wrong button. We're going to have to get a few more lumberjacks in here, I think. And let's get a couple of these that got chopped down. Alrighty. That works out. Okay, how are they coming on this? I think it's super cute when they build now. You can start to see what they're building. I think they're probably, the holdup right now is logs, because we only have a few. So what? He's carrying a log. Where is he going with it? Oh, let's just lower that down for right now. And those are both water tanks. Okay. I didn't realize they were building those yet from last time, but we'll leave them. I also think we need a few more beavers here. So let's throw in one more house. And as you can see, because we built this storage right up against that cliff face, we can use the top of the storage as a method to build upon, which is cool and very nice. It makes it easier to create your little village over time. We probably are going to end up, once we have enough science, getting some bigger ones behind here, and then we'll do a ladder up and use the roofs of these as the path for these. Make sense? All right. We'll let them kind of work on, oh, see, they started that too. We'll let them work on that. And then as soon as we get this other, I'm going to bump this guy up. As soon as we get this other one done over here, we can come over here and we can chop down these logs over here. So let's get those ones highlighted. Bing, bang, boom. And then while we're at it, we had that one extra guy, didn't we? Where did we put him? We put him in the builder's hut. I'm going to take him back out. I'm going to have him collect some berries until we get the berry storage full. Actually, you know what? I don't want him to do that one. Let's do these ones over here because we're going to rip them out. Yes, I know. I'm waffling. I waffle a lot. But let's get a lumberjack flag in over here as well. That was probably the really wrong spot to put that, but we're not going to have him last very long. Let's get somebody over here to collect these berries. And then as soon as he's collected those berries, I'm going to shut him down and we're going to rip out all of these berries. We don't need them. We have berries here and we have berries here. And as long as you collect them before the bushes die, you have berries just sitting there as a food source in your field if you need it. Same with like your carrots and your other crops. As long as they're fully grown in your field, you have food as long as they don't dry out or get contaminated by bad water. All right. And these logs over here are oaks, which means we get 8 logs out of them. So I'm going to pause this guy and I'm going to send him over here. That way he'll start gathering all of these oaks that are over here and we'll have a few more logs towards our power system. I'm actually going to take and drop these guys down. We don't need this many power wheels right now. So we're just going to go for these 2 right now and start with that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to take out that path. This is the path to the district center, which I kind of want. So we're going to go in here and we're going to tell them we don't want to plant that row again. Or I think this row. And then we also are not going to replant this row over here because I need to straighten these paths up. They are driving me bonkers. I'm trying to decide if I want this one gone too. All right, we're going to let them kind of wander with that. He's chopping down trees. They're dealing with berries. We also can cut these trees down over here. So we'll let them work on that and then we'll move them over here. All right, next thing I want to look at, you want to be careful. You don't want to build too much stuff at any given time because the beavers just run frantic. Like I said in the last episode, they will build in the They will build in the order you put it down as long as the priorities are set. So I'm gonna pause him. We're not chopping trees down over there right now. So I'm gonna throw them into the builder's hut. Nope, that's what I wanted. We have 2 open jobs. One of those I think is the builder's hut. The other one is there. Oh yeah. We had 2 beavers within the last couple of days die. So we lost 2 of our members. We've gained 2 children and we have 1 open bed. I think we really need to bump up that house priority, but I'm going to leave it for right now. I want them to get these water wheels in so that we have some power. I should have had them start on this one first, but can't get all the required materials. We're still waiting on logs. It takes a lot of logs for a power wheel. Okay. While they're looking at that, I want to look down over here. We need to get in a stair here because I want to get down here and add in some dams. And then, like I said, dams will help us hold the water in up here to make sure that this stays green longer. And we will just put in a path down to that. Now see, they don't have the logs they need to build the item that has the highest priority. So they automatically will move on to the next thing they can do. And since this has a regular priority, they will go ahead and put the planks in from here. Now, they've got all the planks in. We still need 1 log and then that'll be done. But in the meantime, we're going to need more planks. Oh, there we go. First power wheel is done. We're actually going to be building over here. Are you full, dude? Did we fill up the berry? We did. We filled up the berry storage. Okay. Go away then. And we're going to mark these for destroying. And I'm actually going to hike the priority on those. Oh, they were coming pretty quick. They really didn't have anything to do, did they? Sorry, my voice is a bit out of sorts today. I spent yesterday in a park for a Halloween event. Since we are in October, there's so many events. And my kiddo wanted to go to this Halloween event, so we went and I spent all day sitting in a park, and some allergies are a little bit rough today. So I apologize for that. And if you hear me take a sip of my coffee, it's because my throat is a little wonky today. We still have the beavers on only 16 hours. We might bump that up a couple and see if we can't get a little bit more labor out of them. 18 isn't too rough. They're all looking for something to do. You can see them. They want to go to bed, but they're kind of like not ready for bed. You know how you are when you go to bed, but you're not quite tired for it. So we're going to fix that. We're going to give them a campfire. And I want to be careful here because I'm going to eventually, we want to get up here. So we're going to put in some stairs there. All right. So we'll have them build this little thing. It'll be all cute. You'll see the little baby beavers go over there. See, one's right now. That's a little baby beaver. He's just running around, having fun, being a kid, getting some carrots. But the baby beavers will go there and they actually will grow up a little faster if you have a campfire early in the game. Later in the game, the campfires aren't quite as useful, but I'm going to make sure that one's priority is marked as high. And then we also are going to need to get down over here and put in, we're going to end up putting floodgates in here so that at the beginning, bad water just comes running down here. So let's check out what we need for floodgates. It's 150. 150 science. So we can do that no problem. We're gonna go ahead and rotate that. Yes, we're gonna do that. You know what? I almost think I want to... We're gonna pull it back one. I found that if you aren't careful... No, we're not. I lied. What are we gonna do here? Trying to use as few as necessary, but I found that sometimes if you put things right on the edge, it can change how the water flows, and you end up flooding your area instead of doing what you actually wanted. And I'm gonna go ahead and set another stair down here. You know what? Let's just do it over here. That'll line up with that path. And then we can come down right there. Let's see how they're doing on this water wheel. Getting close. Getting close. Okay, they got all of those taken care of. We're probably going to have to build another berry storage to get rid of those berries. We got somebody building up or chopping logs over here? We do. How's our carrot storage doing? It's not full yet. The sunflowers are always a popular hit. If you have carrots and sunflowers, they're always going to eat the sunflower seeds first. Alright. So in order to make gears, you basically have to have 2 planks and a gear shop in order to make sure that you have both planks and gears. Because the gears use up the planks and you still need planks. So it's like this catch-22. So you need to have 2 planks and 1 gears. There we go. We have to unlock the gear workshop. We haven't unlocked that yet. We've got both power wheels. So now we have this particular power wheel. It has a power output of 112. So total between the two, we have 260-ish. So we're 50, 50, and 120. So we've got 220 in power that we need out of this. So we just barely are going to make it with these 2 power wheels. Now, as long as you have one of your powered buildings touching your power items, the rest of the buildings gained onto it will also be powered. So just setting those 3 next to it is good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in a path. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and put these at priorities. Those are our 3 highest priorities right now, because I really, really, really want to get the larger water tank. I don't want to set up a whole bunch of tiny ones and then have to take them down later. Those are looking good right there. Do we have berries in any of these? No, and we don't have any free beavers at the time, but we did get that house built, so we do have an extra. We added 3 beds to it. Oh no, someone else died. Yeah, Veshi. Vesha? Vesa. I'm not certain. My pronunciation for these things is horrible. Oh, I just spotted a beaver coming down here to work on these guys. So, yeah, they started on those. But we changed their priority, so now they'll start working on these. Alright. We're almost out of the cuttable logs over here. And over here, our pine has gone great gonzo and grown some more while we were doing that. Let's make sure it's... No, it's not all in the cutting zone. So let's get it all marked for cutting now. And you too. That little one decided to grow on its own. It'd also be nice to be able to hold some water here, because that would help keep this irrigated during droughts. But that's something we're going to have to look at farther down the road when we have some dynamite or something like that. We might just take this whole wall out. It's a possibility. But I'm thinking ahead and rambling my thoughts as I do so. Alright, we're at day 10. So we could get a drought warning at any drought, or they started building that too. So cute. We could get a drought or bad tide warning at any time. We're lucky. We're in early days, so we have some leeway. I absolutely love the little partially built animations that they've put in. Let's take a look at some of our beavers. We've got our little wood chopping beaver. Everybody's going to bed now. I'm going to speed us up to 3 times and get a sip of coffee here. Oh, our carrot storage must be almost full. Look at them. Look at their cute little beaver hats. And those farmer beavers. They're so adorable. Alright, we're starting to get some of these cleared out here so that we can adjust our paths. And if we're planning to put some farm stuff up here, we're going to need to build another farmhouse. Because that one, I don't... Yeah, see, it only reaches this far. It does reach all the way over to here, though. I'm planning to move the path to there so that the path is good. And I'm planning to move that... I can move this one right now, actually. I'm attempting to get us some space to do another well-being thing, which is showers. And if we could get some showers in, that would make our beavers happier as well. Though theoretically, we could put some showers right here. But I think maybe down here instead. Showers would make our beavers exceedingly happy. They cost 50 science. They cost 10 logs. And only one beaver can use a shower at a time. So you kind of need to be able to have a few. And I've got a lot here all built out for these poor little beavers. We can't do anything here until we get these floodgates in. So I think those might be the next priorities after these guys. And we don't have anybody to work in these. That's why we kind of need to expand our beavers. So, let's see here. Where else can we put... Oh, drought approaching. Alright. We don't really have enough water. We only need a few more there for that. Do we have any... Alright, we're done with logs over there that we can cut right now. We have to wait for those trees to grow before we can do anything. I'm going to make this guy higher priority. Did we throw... Yep, we threw a third guy in here. We need the forester back because this guy is going to start cutting down trees. And we're growing oaks here. And they don't have an exceedingly long time. 71, 72, 68, 69. We're in there. We'll need to keep them hydrated through this coming drought. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. And we just built those. And now we won't be able to do anything with them because we're going into a drought. So that's why I didn't take these ones down yet. Another reason why I want to get this going is we'd be able to hold more water back in here that we could theoretically put some water pumps on. If we are running low on water, we could suck this dry with some floodgates in here. So we'll have to see here. Okay, that one got done. So now we have the possibility of 240 water stored. So if we say 240 divided by 3, technically our beavers could go 80. We could have 80 beavers. No, let me start that over. We have 240 possible. Divide that by 3. We'd have 80 days of water for one beaver. So if we take 240 divided by 3, 80 are 12 beavers. So we actually technically have 15 beds. So we could possibly have 15 beavers by the time this drought comes through. We need 45 water a day. Oh, it's only a 4-day drought. Okay, we got this. We got this. Oops. Pause. We don't want them to suck up our water. We have enough water stored for our beavers, so we're good. All right, another thing I did do was add the simple triggers thing. And that means we are going to pause when a drought starts, unpause when a temperate season starts, and pause when a bad tide starts. Now, when you get to the bigger pumps, they can pump water longer. During a bad tide, they can extract more water. They just end up going super, super slow. And as you can see, since we didn't get this built, we don't have water back to here. And we lost all of the green that was up here, so we can't plant things and have it live through a drought or a bad tide if there's no water held here. Okay. Alrighty, they're still working on this guy. Let's pump up his... Oh, they need planks. That's what we need. So we're gonna have to put someone in the beaver power wheel. How many planks do we need? Oh, like 23. So I'm going to steal from other areas to fill that in. We only have 8 adult beavers right now, which is not a good thing. So we've got 2 here, 2 here. So 2, 4, 6, 8. That's all our beavers. Oh, we just bumped up. 2 of our beavers grew up. We've got 10. Okay. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Good. Good, good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause these 2 since we can't do anything here right now anyways. We could add in a beaver wheel here, which I might do. That would let us run at least one of these and we'd be able to get rid of this down up there to make way for something else. And can we see our water level here? Maybe if I zoom in a little. And take off that. We still have about half a tile. But it doesn't take long for the water to evaporate out. Oh no, somebody is injured. Oh, that's not good. All right, so that means we need to get some beaver hospital beds in. It takes 100 science. So we're gonna unlock that. We're gonna put one here for right now. We'll do a few. And we'll just prioritize one of these to highest level. Oh, wait, they don't need it anymore. They apparently were healed with rest in their own bed. We have 1 extra beaver here. So why don't we throw them in here? No, that's not what I meant to do. Keep hitting the wrong buttons today. Sorry about that. They've got 3 of the 6 dams in down there. Over here we're going to need logs and planks. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pause this. We're gonna pause this. And we're gonna pull somebody down here to deal with that. So we still have 124 water after that. So we're still in good shape water-wise. And once we have these done, then that will help this area as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. We can recuperate those logs. And we need to get in some log storage. So let's see here. We're going to use a big one. We can't put it there. Boom. And then I think we're going to move our log guys here. Oh, there's nothing to cut here. All right. Well, don't sit on your butt, dude. Let's pause you and send you back over here. And that means you can be paused as well. That means we can go ahead and take out this guy. And we'll throw in a couple over there. We're really low on logs again. This guy can... No, he can't reach over there. Nice. Alright, so let's extend this path. Does that help? Sometimes that'll help. If you can get a path closer to where you're wanting your beavers to go, it can mean that they can get to those things. Can we make it wonky? Nope, that's as far as he's gonna go. Okay. So let's just plunk down another lumberjack flag right there. Let's get rid of this wonky path. That little tree right there is in the way. One more and then we'll be good over here. Are you full up? No, he can't get logs. Okay. They've started this. Cool. Come get these 2 carrots so I can make my path. Bad singing aside, I wish they'd harvest those carrots. This is part of the problem. If you don't have enough storage for things, or you make your fields too big, the beavers don't get to them. I'll throw in another little storage there. And I think we're gonna throw in, there's 20 in there. We're gonna throw in another small storage right here for berries. Oh, what? What happened there? How did it end up on top? That's crazy. We're gonna throw in another one for berries so that they'll go empty that berry flag over there, and then we can remove it. He's done there. So let's pause him. Shuffle him over here. Oh, the tree started growing over here. Great. That means that we will... I'm just gonna pause one of those. That we will now have a lot of logs if the oaks are coming in. So for right now, I'm gonna tell them nothing for prioritization. We really need to get this built so that they will go pick up those logs that are laying on the ground. So I'm gonna up its priority. We are in over here. Yay, yay. That's a lot of water to hold right there during the next row. Okay, So we got our beaver working here. We're going to need to get in a few more houses though, because we're not going to grow very quickly if we can't get some more help. I think they've started on, yes, they've started on these floodgates, which is awesome. Very nice. But they're going to stop to do that log storage. There we go. They did. All right. This has a few more trees and I'm half tempted to just rip them out. This one here is empty and we don't need it anymore, so we're going to get rid of it. Those little flags get put down and picked up and put down and picked up a lot. This one can get paused. There's nothing that's big there. There's nothing that can get done there. All right. Hey, our gear workshop is done. Yes. Oh, and we already have 10 gears. Okay, let's look. What does that water tank need again? We need 20 gears. That's a little rough. But it's needed, so I'm not going to begrudge it. We're probably going to want to get in another water pump as well, so that we have storage. But for right now, let's leave a space. I'm moving that path up one. To right there. So if we reformat this path, it's going right like that. I don't really like that though. Let's leave it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No, wrong button. Kind of would like this to be more in line with those. So if we squeeze another water pump in here, that would be right there. I can't do it. Yes, we're gonna move it. I just can't. I can't. Lines have got to be straight. All this wonky stuff makes me annoyed. Now, if we had platforms, we could fit in one more. We've got it. Let's do it. We'll put in the single level platform, and then we can put in one more water tank here. There we go. Beautimous. All right, now let's get some storage in here. Right now we probably won't have all of those pumps running. But if we're close to a drought, we get our 3-day warning. We can always throw some extra people in there. We keep these to high priority. And let's see here. If we do another water pump there and there, our path is going to be wonky. We might take this path out. I think we do. Then that would let us fit 1, 2, yep. There we go. Much better. Okay, now that I've been stuck in that. Oh, look, our floodgates are done. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna keep this at, we won't do quite 100%. No, we'll do 100%. And then we will save when bad tide starts, it goes to 0. And then we can't set it for when it ends because we won't have all our bad tide through when it exactly ends. So we'll leave that. Now we have set to adjacent, but since these aren't touching each other except on that corner, it won't work. So I'll show you how that works when we get to some of the other. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a path in here and pull out these guys. And I actually want them to do that rather quickly, so we'll have them do that. We also need to get some floodgates in over here for bad tide diversion. So let's throw those in as well. And we're just gonna go like that. That'll make sure that the I don't really like that one's placement. I kind of want it to go more like that. And now to make our lives easier, I wonder if I can kind of cheat the system here. This everyday is going to be that, and then that'll mean we can take these out because these will help hold the water here. And of course we just got this dam down here done, and we could have used floodgates there as well, so that might come into play yet, that we end up getting some floodgates down here as well. But there we go. That's a lot of water that can be held right there without a problem. Once they have these done, then we'll put in some floodgates here. Okay, how are we doing over here? Are we keeping up? We have 4 gears. That's empty, so we can make it go away. And we need to put in that beaver wheel again. So I'm actually gonna put it over here and leave space for another building here. So we'll just use a few pipes to get that power there. And I'll just put that on lower priority. Oh, we're at day 14 of cycle 3 and we've got another drought incoming. So what have we accomplished yet so far today? We have not gotten any other food done, but we can do that in a second. We can work on that. We have gotten our power situation somewhat sorted. We got our water situation pumped up. We'll let these 2 beavers try to fill that tank. So let's see here. Farmhouse wise, let's see if we can't quick plant some more stuff. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna insert some potatoes. That farmhouse will get, yep, they'll get all the way over there. We'll move this path then once we have it. We're almost there on this path. That last one. I think we're probably gonna pull out these guys right here, and I'm actually thinking maybe this one we put in a levee instead, but I'm gonna leave it like that for right now. It's already partially built, so I'm gonna leave it. We've got a warehouse that needs something in it and we don't really have anything for it, so I'm gonna leave it. those ones set. This one needs to be set. Unpause, pause, pause, unpause, pause. All right. We've been working the beavers 18 hours. So as soon as this drought starts, I'm going to bump them back down to 16 and give them a bit of a rest. That might help our well-being if they're a little more rested and have a little bit more time at the campfire or talking to other beavers. And I probably am going to end it there then. We've accomplished a lot for this episode. We got in our floodgates here. We got on our dams here. So we've got a ton of extra water. We achieved a little better power system here. We've improved our water storage. And we've improved our food storage. And increased our beavers by another 3. So I think we're doing pretty good here. But I am going to go ahead, and as the sun sets on cycle 3, day 16, last day of this wet period, I'm going to wrap it up there. All right. And please go down into the comments and let me know what you think of this episode. Did I do something you thought was stupid? If so, please tell me. I want to hear it. I am not the best Timberborn player. I am not the know-all of what to do with the beavers. So please, 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 please. Oh, there you see we got no power. Please, please, please go down in the comments and let me know what you think. All right. And once again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you liked. And once again, we will see you next time. Have a great one. Bye.